Morning, everybody. Kevin back from Watches with Joe and Kevin, already on episode 6 of the first season of Pushing Daisies. Last episode might have been my favorite one since the pilot. I really like the murder mystery backstory around Olive, and and her great history as a jockey, which is pretty funny given Miss Chenoweth's size. And the mystery was actually relatively complex, as far as like the original jockey still being alive and kind of under the thumb of his mother, who's the one out for revenge. Easy enough to pick up on that, I kind of felt like, given her vibe. But there were some Hamish Linklater still being alive when it was something that I didn't really see coming. And someone pointed out like what the budgets must have been on this show, and they're right. The carpentry alone for all of these sets, like all of these sets seem like very distinct original sets. It's not like they were being either recycled or used from other projects. They're so unique to this show. Not to mention the fact that you have so much stunt work. Like there was like horse stunts in the last episode. Like this could not have been a cheap show to put together, to build and to put the show together. The incredible cast notwithstanding. So yeah, I'm very impressed. I still am. That last one was so much fun trying to figure out the murder mystery of it all, and how it eventually ended up back with Olive. Who seemed kind of seedy when the episode started, but you kind of get more of an empathetic sense for her, of course, by the time it's done. I'm hoping she finds another man and that she can get over Ned. That's my hope for Olive. All right, we're going to get started here. I want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers who've been with us. Thank you so much, guys. Special thank you to our super patrons, NJ, MC93, Actuarial Lurker, Anna, Ballers Full Dead, ZY, Jeff, Derek Peterson, Yannick from Montreal, Sudugunda Varapu, Jamie Morgan, Christy Goverston, Diana Perry, Trey Contreras, Wolfgang Wolf, Lindsay Swift, Squicks, Sweet Baby Sorvanel, Adam Pascio, Matt Tyler, Lisa Klug, Chris O'Donnell, and Katie K. As always, guys, thank you so much. Incredibly glad you're here with us. Description below, link to our Patreon page for all the full-length watch-alongs. We are way ahead over on Patreon if we were on YouTube on Pushing Daisies.
Bedtime at the Longborough School for Boys was a time for dreams.
I also love how much we're getting Ned's upbringing story.
Though he could reanimate the dead, young Ned could only animate the inanimate.
I love this stop motion.
He tried to recreate his past life, but he'd lost his ability to dream.
Are you watching me sleep?
No. Yes, I was watching you sleep. It's like watching you come back to life.
You waiting?
Oh my god.
You're not.
How come I'm not?
Is he dreaming? They have to be dreaming, right? He has to be dreaming.
Don't tell Chuck.
To be fair, they get way too close to each other. Like, it's a very dangerous dance.
I had a sexy dream about Olive last night, and I'm sure it was influenced by a reality-based kiss. She was wearing a Chuck suit.
Dreams just your brain processing random rigmarole that couldn't find a place for. It don't mean nothing. Why you think she always rubbing up on you?
To be nice.
He can't be this naive.
Ain't nothing platonic about it.
Shy McBride does not get enough credit for as good an actor as he is.
As he wrestled with the meaning of Olive's affections, Olive wrestled with her own emotions about the kiss.
It didn't mean a thing. That's why I'm telling you. It was a friendly expression of innocent gratitude. He didn't mention it?
No. Should he have?
No.
I guess Ned deserves a friendly expression of innocent gratitude, but I don't think I'd like it if he did it again.
I don't think I'd like it either.
So that being said, were his lips soft?
You don't know?
We don't touch. We can't.
Which is why you kissed through the plastic food wrap. I couldn't get my head around it. That's the most tragic story I've ever heard.
It's really not that bad.
At that very moment, 14 miles due west, Harold Hundin was experiencing something much more tragic.
That was well done.
Harold Hundin, a renowned dog breeder and president of the Papin County Kennel Club, was stabbed multiple times in his office.
They did an interesting job toning down any blood or gore there when they show plenty of it with people in the morgue.
Hello, Mr. Hundon. We're going to move through things quickly and efficiently, so pay close attention because this concerns you.
I wish I could have said goodbye to Bubblegum.
I have stick gum.
Bubblegum's my dog.
Who stabbed you, Mr. Hundon?
There was stabbing, but nobody stabbed me.
He was poisoned. A puddle of spilled coffee, designer dog brush with an unfortunately sharp
That's why they
end.
didn't show much of that.
I tasted almonds in my coffee. Real bitter. Exceptionally bitter. Could only be cyanide.
You could taste the cyanide?
By the time I figured out it was poisoned, It was too late.
Who gave you the coffee?
My wife. Oh, honey, how could you?
Oh, thank you, Lord, for simple things like my wife did it.
Hey, you find Harold's wife?
All four of them. That son of a bitch was a damn polygamist.
Hillary was his first, Heather his second, Simone his third, and Hallie was his fourth and final.
And the others look miserable.
Like a horrible polygamist, I'm easily distracted. I wouldn't know where to focus.
So which wife do you think wanted to kill him most?
How do you know wife did it?
He left a note.
Note. How mysterious.
The same faces show up at 4 different places asking suspicious questions. They'll be on to us faster than you can say monogamy.
Does that mean I get to play?
If you playing, it's like for play.
Hillary Hundin, owner of Prater Pucci Designer Dogwear and Accessories. Pluralizing the marriage was Heather Hundin, a renowned pet psychologist. Simone Hundin was Harold's third wife. She pioneered K-18 obedience.
Okay, so it could be any of these people.
Young Hallie, who bred Labradors and donated them as seeing eye dogs to the blind.
God, the costuming, even for the secondary characters here, is amazing.
That under no circumstances are you to reveal any factual information about your person.
You have a gorgeous selection of couture. Hello, I'm Pimento. And you are?
Ned.
Pimento.
Have you had Ned since he was a puppy?
Ned and I have been together for a very long time.
He doesn't respect you.
He respects me.
Tell him to sit.
Sit. He don't want to sit.
Sit.
Have a very
Oh my
lovely moment.
God.
Feels lovely.
I know you're not blind.
Oh, thank you. I felt awful doing that.
It's humiliating for both of us.
I just lost my dog. Bubblegum.
So Bubblegum died too?
Bubblegum's dead? I was looking forward to surrounding her in white light and positive energy.
Well, she was everything to Harold. Well, we all were. I wouldn't be alive if it weren't for him. That's the way I felt when we were together.
How did Bubblegum die?
I backed up over her. I forgot to check the
Okay.
rearview mirror.
Clearly, it's not an affectionate relationship.
Ned's been having strange dreams lately. His paws twitch and he whimpers. It'd be cute if it weren't so sad.
You're avoiding deeper discussion of Ned's mating issues.
Can't you see this is making Ned uncomfortable?
This is so good.
She was referring to her late husband, not
Okay.
Digby. Heather Hundin took a moment to mourn her husband, Harold.
Where were we?
Harold specialised in design
Okay.
breeds like the Jackapoo.
It was the creation of the perfect new breed of dog Harold Hundin named Bubblegum.
The perfect hybrid of Border Collie, Labrador Retriever, Jack Russell Terrier, and Poodle.
When was the last time you saw Harold alive?
Right before he died. I handed him his coffee and I kissed him goodbye.
I gave him his coffee.
I gave him
Oh my
his
God.
morning coffee.
My wife gave him his morning coffee.
So did mine.
That's her, the little one.
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Digby.
Hi, Hallie.
Hi, Chuck.
Sit. We understand Harold left a note.
Who said anything about a note?
I said about the note.
Who are you people?
We'll get to the particulars of that. Once you get to the particulars of this, what kind of cream are you putting in Harold's coffee?
Soy.
Heavy cream.
I don't put cream in my coffee.
I use almond-flavored coffee creamer.
No way she did it.
They found cyanide in her coffee.
My wife, the baby zebra, is obviously being set up.
We need to prove Hallie Hundin was innocent. Those blind kids that Hallie gave her puppies to have put together a free Hallie fund. We exonerate Hallie. We collect a reward. Hallie, was it Hillary, Heather, or Simone?
It couldn't have been any of my sister wives.
It was over the breed of dog, right?
It was Ramsfeld Snuppy. He's another niche dog breeder, but not as niche as Harold. Snuppy wanted our bubble gum. He could have easily planted the cyanide in my almond-flavored coffee cream creamer.
But murder?
Woof, woof, woof.
Oh my God,
How
that
much is
tie.
that puppy in the window?
that mascot?
Well, she can be yours.
Puppy Mills.
For Ramsfeld
Gross.
Snuppy, money didn't grow on trees. It was made in cages.
The only reason I didn't tell you was because it didn't mean anything.
We are in us, aren't we? We're
Yeah.
just in us with special circumstances.
Why do I always have to be around for this stuff?
Maybe we just have to embrace the idea that sometimes I might have to hold someone else's hands and sometimes you might have to kiss somebody else's.
I don't want to kiss anyone else's anything.
There's something to this polygamy thing, you know?
I mean, I get why she would be feeling like that with this relationship.
We hear you the man to see if we want to get our hands on a Collador Russelapoo.
There's a waiting list, though. Yeah, we had a little reproductive setback when the alpha dog got run over.
Do you plan to breed a bubble that's burst?
Why go through all the hassle of breeding when we can create the perfect copy?
So is he cloning?
I'm gonna clone
Okay,
Bubblegum from her remains. More litters of identical Collador Russelapoos than you can count.
This guy's scummy.
I own Bubblegum dead or alive.
Harold sold you bubblegum?
Against his wife's wishes. Probably why they wanted him dead.
We threatened to get an injunction as partners in the business. That would have held up Snuppy's plans for years, so he killed Harold and framed Hallie.
You heard about Harold and his plan. You put an injunction on the blood flow to his heart.
Do I seem capable of that kind of aggression?
I mean, really, yeah, so it's probably not true.
Emerson Codd's subconscious mind put it together before his conscious mind. He knew Bubblegum was alive, and that Harold Hunding's killer was indeed still on the loose.
This is really cool.
Sometimes in that random rigmarole, there's a clue. I'm gonna shake down Simone. I'm gonna find that dog.
Look, I know things have gotten a smidge awkward since the whole...
Awkward? This isn't awkward. It was just a kiss. No reason to discuss and make something that isn't awkward. Awkward.
Olive pondered the black mark on her relationship with the pie maker she feared was inked with a permanent marker.
There's no way that was going to work anyway.
I heard about the plans for cloning Bubblegum. Guess you'll be getting your baby back after all.
Snuppy can clone Bubblegum?
Emerson Codd believed he had found the real killer.
Bubblegum's collar moves every time I come over here. I'm thinking it's because you can't walk a dog without a collar.
Okay, yeah, smart.
Where's Bubblegum?
You've got me. I've got her. I didn't kill my husband.
Simone Hunding had been subconsciously training Emerson Codd, who had a strong desire to do as she commanded.
This is why you don't go alone to question a murderer. Potential murderer. Man, dogs do not like Emerson.
Bubblegum, heel. How long have you been working for Snuppy?
I don't work for Snuppy.
I think he hired you to see if I fake Bubblegum's death.
Well, why would he do that?
Because he can't clone a dead dog. Bubblegum, go hide.
Emerson Codd's hatred of the dark began after a childhood prank in which he was locked in a washing machine. His adrenaline levels skyrocketed to a height in which near superhuman strength was achieved.
Hey, my wife is gonna kill Rensfeld Snuppy.
Don't think it's almond latte.
Oh, you think it might be cyanide?
Is he dead or is he just... Okay, he's dead.
Hallie didn't do it. She's behind bars. Must have been Simone.
If she was gangster, she'd have busted a cyanide cap in my ass the minute I sniffed out her dog, but she didn't. But Harold never saw who slipped that poison into his coffee.
And Snuppy probably didn't either.
Emerson Codd had a plan for how to get their guilty dog to run.
Oh my god, the dogs are at the funeral.
Sit.
Okay,
And
that's a
now,
nice touch.
Harold's sweet wives like to say a few words.
He was at the forefront of the breeding world and the forefront of our lives.
Did she not notice that her kidnapping victim was sitting in the church?
This wouldn't be my funeral, would it?
You're supposed to be dead.
There you go. That was smart. That was really clever.
When Hillary became Harold Hunding's one and only, she thought she had the dream life. But adding 3 more...
Right. That makes sense.
Bubblegum, who was truly one of a kind, and the child she had always wanted.
Oh, and then Harold sold it. Okay.
She would be brought to living rooms everywhere via the nationwide chain of Snuppy's puppies.
So Harold was kind of a jerk.
When he told his first wife Hillary of his plans to clone their prized pup, her reaction was anything but perfect. Hillary poisoned Harold and framed Hallie to take any fall. But what the Hunding wives learned upon their husband's death was that Harold had already signed the contract. Snuppy could clone the child she thought deceased was too much to bear. What Hillary did not know was her multiple murders were for naught.
Yeah, there's no reason to kill him.
If you knew you weren't guilty, why'd you act like someone who was?
To protect Bubblegum.
I wish I felt more heroic tackling a woman half my size.
Are they going to deal with this kiss thing?
The pie maker was saddened that Chuck could hold Digby while he had no one.
I'm sorry I've been avoiding you, and I'm sorry I said our saliva wasn't compatible.
I'm a big girl. I'll be okay.
I know you will.
I hope you and Chuck make it work. I really do. But if you can't, I hope it doesn't take forever to figure that out.
Okay, that was actually a great conversation between the two of them there.
I just want you to be happy.
And Olive did. As the pie maker pondered the hand that he just held, he began to understand the many different forms love could take, though some were more unique than others.
You're the only one for me.
I know you feel that now, but there are things you want. There's things we both want.
So everyone wants stuff. Just because we want them doesn't mean we need them to be happy.
Yeah, Dan, I'm kind of glad they're addressing just how complicated that is. They spent like several episodes, like basically the entire show, kind of the idea that it's bittersweet that they're, you know, perfect for each other and so into each other, maybe in love, but that they can't actually touch. And so there's like that whole like the caveat of like the aching that's just always going to be there, right? But this is the first episode where they're like, no, this is actually a problem. Because it turns out that that touch in human coupling j- not just for physical reasons, but for emotional reasons, is really important. And I'm really kind of glad that was addressed. Like, I know this show's a fairy tale, and so this fairy tale idea of, oh, I love you, I wish I could touch you, but darn it, I can't. I guess we just have to imagine what it would be like to touch, or just accept the fact that we can't touch. That actually, there actually are deeper implications with that, just in terms of like feeling like you're actually connected to somebody. That seems more real than a lot of the more whimsical elements of the show, and I really am kind of surprised that they really went there at all. But I'm glad. I think it rounds out the characters a little better. I think it's great that Chuck asked the question of, is this always just going to be enough? Because it's a really fair question. Now, I have nothing against polygamy. Love is love. You do you, whatever. But when Chuck said maybe we are just supposed to, maybe the polygamists are right, maybe we should do that, I don't think is the right answer, simply because that's not who she really is. She's more looking at the longer term implications of, can she and Ned be happy together under these circumstances? I think that, it's like waking up in the morning and saying, I'm really broke, maybe I should rob a bank. Well, it sucks that you're broke, and that really is a problem, but are you really going to be happy as a bank robber? And I think this idea of that Chuck very briefly floated, and I don't think it's ever going to go anywhere. I don't think she meant it, of like, well, maybe, we should enlarge our scope of people that we're intimate with, isn't really what she wants, nor what Ned wants. But I do think it was a good way to kind of look at her frustration at the very real problems that they're going to be having simply without being able to touch each other. This is a much smarter, more clever show than people give it credit for sometimes, I think. I think this is a really great character study on some pretty fantastical circumstances, but how people, even well-intentioned ones, really struggle to deal with really rough circumstances, in very, very unique ways and very unique circumstances, I guess. But I'm bringing all this up, of course, because I kind of want to see where they go with this. Is this, did Ned kind of talk her through it here at the end? Like, all I need to be happy is you, and it doesn't matter if we can't have everything that we want? Or is this the seed of bigger problems down the road, because they can't really have a normal relationship, no matter how much they both desperately want and deserve one? Kind of curious to see where they go with this. Appreciate it, guys. I will catch you on the next one.